What if everything you've been told about success, happiness, and fulfillment is wrong? What if, instead of looking outward for approval, you could find everything you need within yourself? Imagine for a moment a life where your worth isn't determined by the opinions of others, where your goals are your own, and where your value is rooted deeply in who you truly are, not in what others think you should be. How would that feel? We live in a world that constantly pushes us to look outside ourselves for answers. Social media feeds us images of perfection, telling us we're not enough unless we look, act, or achieve like someone else. The people around us often place expectations on us, shaping our choices, our behavior, our identity. We're told to compete, to measure up, to follow the crowd, but deep down you know something isn't right. You feel it every time you compare yourself to someone else, every time you get caught up in a race that was never yours to begin with. It's exhausting, isn't it? Constantly trying to fit into molds that weren't made for you, always striving for an approval that feels impossible to reach. It's time to stop the cycle. It's time to focus on yourself. The power to change your life lies within you, not in the approval or validation of others. It's easy to believe that success comes from what others think of you, but the truth is, external validation is a trap. It's temporary. No matter how many likes, how many compliments, or how much praise you receive, it will never fill the emptiness you feel when you're not truly connected with yourself. And in this noise, you lose sight of the one person who matters the most, you. The journey to success, fulfillment, and inner peace begins not by following someone else's path, but by following your own. Think about it. When was the last time you truly stopped to ask yourself what you wanted, not what your parents wanted, or your friends, or the world at large? What do you desire? What makes you feel alive? It's so easy to get distracted by the needs, wants, and opinions of others, but when you do that, you're robbing yourself of your own power. The truth is, you already have everything inside of you to create the life you want. You don't need anyone else's permission to chase your dreams. You don't need to measure your worth against theirs. Staying engaged in this moment, focusing on you, is the only way forward. You're here because something within you is telling you that you're capable of more, that there's more to your story. This video is not just a motivational speech. This is a call to action. It's a chance to reclaim your life, your time, your energy. You deserve to live the life you've always dreamed of, but that starts with you making a choice today to stop comparing, stop competing, and start focusing on your own journey. So what if you stopped looking around at everyone else and just started focusing on the one thing that truly matters? What if you invested in yourself? If you stay with me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why this shift will not only change your perspective, it will change your life. Now let's take that first step together. Future you're dreaming of is waiting. Every time you compare yourself to someone else, you lose a little piece of yourself. It's like trying to run a race while constantly looking over your shoulder, checking where everyone else is instead of focusing on the finish line in front of you. It's exhausting. And the worst part, you'll never win that race because the moment you focus on someone else's journey, you've already lost track of your own. The path that you're walking, the struggles you're facing, the victories you've yet to claim, they're uniquely yours. There's no one else who can live your life, who can take the steps you need to take, or who can unlock the potential that lies deep within you. When you let comparison control your life, you're telling yourself that you aren't enough. You're telling yourself that you must look, act, and live like someone else in order to be worthy. This is a dangerous lie. The truth is, the moment you begin to compare your life to another person's is the moment you lose sight of your own greatness. Every time you scroll through your feed, every time you hear about someone's accomplishments, every time you feel like you don't measure up, you give your power away. You place your happiness, your worth, and your peace in someone else's hands. But here's the reality. You are enough. Right here, right now. You don't need to change for anyone. You don't need to fit into someone else's mold. The only person you need to be is you. It's time to stop chasing someone else's version of success and start building your own. Real success isn't about mimicking someone else's journey or comparing your chapter 1 to their chapter 20. Real success is about staying true to your path, honoring your unique strengths, and recognizing that your story is just as powerful as anyone else's. The more you compare, the more you disconnect from the very essence of who you are. You are unique, and that's your power. No one else can walk the road you've been given. The struggles you face, the lessons you learn, and the growth you experience, they are yours and yours alone. Don't let anyone tell you that your journey is any less valuable than theirs. In fact, your journey is the only one that matters because it's the one that will lead you to your fulfillment. The world will keep telling you that you need to do more, be more, achieve more. But these external pressures are distractions. They are designed to keep you focused on everything outside of yourself so you never realize just how powerful you truly are. The secret to real peace and success is learning to look within, to stop worrying about how you measure up and start focusing on how far you've come. When you stop comparing, you begin to see the beauty of your own growth. You realize that each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Your success isn't about being better than anyone else. It's about being the best version of yourself. Your competition is not the person next to you. It's the person you were yesterday. The moment you stop competing with others is the moment you set yourself free. You no longer need to measure your worth by how you stack up against someone else's achievements. Instead, you measure your worth by how far you've come, by how much you have grown, and by the strength it took to stay true to your own path. So let go. Let go of the fear, the jealousy, and the comparisons that hold you back. You have your own path to walk, and it's time to honor that. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the belief that you are already enough. You don't need anyone else's approval. You don't need to be like anyone else. All you need is to believe in yourself and to stay focused on your own journey. You are powerful, you are capable, and most importantly, you are enough. The truth is, the idea of perfection is a myth. We are all conditioned to believe that success looks a certain way, that it's clean, polished, and flawless. We see the end results of other people's hard work and we imagine that they never stumbled, never failed, never experienced the pain of being imperfect. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Perfection isn't real, and it certainly isn't required for success. In fact, the pursuit of perfection often leads us further from our true potential because it distracts us from what really matters: progress, growth, and authenticity. When you try to be perfect, you are setting yourself up for failure before you even begin. You're creating an impossible standard for yourself, one that will leave you frustrated, drained, and disconnected from the very reason you started. Perfectionism creates a barrier between you and the person you are meant to be. It tells you that you need to be something you're not before you're worthy of success, before you're worthy of love, before you're worthy of happiness. But none of that is true. The moment you free yourself from the need to be perfect is the moment you free yourself to be real, to be human, to be you. It's time to let go of the toxic need for everything to be flawless. Embrace the messy, imperfect parts of yourself, because those are the parts that make you authentic. Those are the parts that make you relatable, inspiring, and powerful. Every flaw, every mistake, every moment of struggle is a part of your journey, and that's what makes your story unique. It's not the polished moments that people connect with. It's the raw, vulnerable, imperfect ones. Those are the moments that show your true strength, your resilience, and your courage. Success doesn't happen in a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and setbacks. If you look at anyone who has achieved greatness, you'll see that they didn't get there by being perfect. They got there by showing up, by being consistent, by learning from their failures, and by refusing to give up even when the road got tough. They embraced their imperfections and used them as fuel to keep going. Every mistake they made was a lesson, not a failure. Every setback was an opportunity to grow stronger, smarter, more resilient. So why do we keep chasing this illusion of perfection? Why do we spend so much of our time measuring ourselves against an impossible standard? Because we're afraid. We're afraid of judgment. We're afraid that if we're not perfect, we won't be accepted, loved, or respected. But the truth is, perfection isn't what makes you worthy. It's your authenticity. It's your willingness to be real, to be raw, to show up as your true self, flaws and all. You don't need to hide behind a perfect image to be worthy of success. You don't need to pretend to have it all together to be deserving of love, happiness, and fulfillment. It's time to stop living for someone else's version of perfection. You don't need to meet anyone's expectations except your own. The only standard that matters is the one you set for yourself. And that standard doesn't require perfection. It requires courage, courage to be yourself, courage to fail, courage to keep going even when it feels hard. When you stop chasing perfection, You unlock the freedom to be who you really are. And when you are truly yourself, without trying to measure up to anyone else, you become unstoppable. You become magnetic. You become someone who attracts the life they've always dreamed of because you're living in alignment with your true self. So let go of the need to be perfect. Embrace your flaws, your mistakes, and your journey, because the world doesn't need perfection. It needs you, and you are already enough. You have a unique journey. No one else can walk the path you've been given. The life you're living, the dreams you're chasing, the struggles you're facing. No one else is experiencing them the way you are. The beauty of your journey is that it's all yours. It's been designed for you with your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions, and your lessons. But the moment you start looking at someone else's path, you begin to lose sight of your own. You start comparing your progress to theirs, and that's where the danger lies. When you measure yourself against someone else's timeline, you forget that their path isn't yours. Their struggles aren't yours. Their wins aren't yours either. We often forget that the journey is as important as the destination. We think that success is a straight line, but it's not. The road to where you want to go is full of bumps, twists, and detours. It's easy to feel like you're falling behind when you're focused on the outward success of others. But when you measure yourself against your own journey, you see how far you've come. You realize that every challenge, every setback, every step forward has shaped you into the person you are today, and that person is growing stronger every day. It's crucial to recognize that there is no one-size-fits-all formula for success. What works for one person might not work for you. What brings fulfillment to someone else might not bring fulfillment to you. Your path is unique, and it's okay if it doesn't look like everyone else's. In fact, that's what makes it special. The moment you stop trying to fit into someone else's mold is the moment you unlock your true potential. The more you stay focused on your own journey, the more clarity you'll gain about your goals, your desires, and your purpose. Your journey may be longer, bumpier, or more complicated than someone else's, but that doesn't make it any less valuable. In fact, the challenges you face are often the things that shape you the most. The roadblocks, the moments when you thought you couldn't go any further, they are the moments that teach you resilience. They show you what you're truly made of. When you embrace your own path with all its twists and turns, you build the strength to face whatever comes your way. Every difficulty you overcome brings you one step closer to the person you were always meant to become. It's easy to feel discouraged when you look around and see others seemingly moving faster, achieving more, or living a life you think you want. But those people aren't your competition. They are simply walking their own journey. And when you focus on your own, you can't help but grow. Your life, your purpose, your dreams, they are yours to shape, and no one else can take that away from you. The only thing holding you back from living the life you desire is the belief that you should be somewhere else, doing something else, being someone else. Let go of that belief. Embrace the person you are right now. Trust that you are on the right path and that your time will come. The key to true fulfillment isn't in comparison, it's in self-acceptance. When you stop measuring your progress against someone else's, you free yourself to move forward with your own pace, your own rhythm. The most powerful thing you can do is to stop looking around and start looking inward. Only then will you begin to see the vast potential that's always been inside you, waiting to be unleashed. The world doesn't need more copies of someone else. The world needs you, the real, imperfect, evolving, and unstoppable you. And that person is enough. That person is capable. That person is on the right path. You are exactly where you need to be. Every step you take is progress, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. It's easy to believe that if you're not seeing immediate results, you're wasting time. You start questioning your efforts, doubting your ability to succeed, and wondering if it's even worth it. But the truth is, growth doesn't always show up in the form of instant success. The real change is happening beneath the surface, in the quiet moments, the small actions, the consistent choices you make each day. And those moments are the foundation of everything that's to come. You are building something powerful, something long-lasting. But growth requires patience. It requires trusting that every step, no matter how small, is leading you in the right direction. Every hour you spend working on yourself, every minute you dedicate to your dreams, every challenge you face is building the person you need to be to achieve your goals. Success is not just about the destination, it's about who you become along the way. The version of yourself that can handle the weight of your dreams, that can rise to the challenges ahead, and that can appreciate the hard work it took to get there. The path you're on might feel uncertain at times, and you might doubt whether you're going fast enough or making the right choices. But trust in the process. Trust that every effort you make is planting seeds for the future. You don't always see the roots growing, but they're there. You don't always feel the change happening, but it's working quietly under the surface. Keep going. Keep showing up, even when it feels like you're not making progress. Every day you show up for yourself, you're getting closer to the life you want. Every time you choose to move forward, even when it feels hard, you're building the life you've always dreamed of. Don't be fooled by what you see in others. They are not the measure of your success. Their timelines are not yours. The progress they made is not the same as the progress you're making. Your journey is unique, and so are the challenges you face. Their success isn't an indicator of your failure. It's just their story. The only story that matters is yours, and it's unfolding in its own time. If you keep measuring yourself against their progress, you'll never see how far you've come. But when you look inward, you will see how much you've grown, how much you've learned, and how much strength you've gained. It's easy to become discouraged when you feel like you're not where you want to be. But the truth is, you're exactly where you need to be. Every lesson you're learning, every mistake you're making, every failure you're experiencing is a stepping stone to the person you're becoming. Success isn't just about the end result. It's about who you are becoming in the process. It's about the courage to keep going, even when the road is long, even when the destination feels far away. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are on the right path. You are exactly where you need to be to create the life you deserve. And when you stop comparing your progress to anyone else's, you will begin to see how far you've come. You'll begin to appreciate the journey, even with its ups and downs, and realize that every challenge you face is part of the process that will lead you to your dreams. The most powerful thing you can do is to trust in yourself and your journey. Trust that you are growing even when it doesn't feel like it. Trust that every effort you make is building something incredible. Trust that no matter how long it takes, you will get there. Your dreams are within reach. The life you've always wanted is closer than you think. Just keep moving forward one step at a time, and remember that every step is progress. You are not failing. You are growing. And that is exactly what you need to become the person you are destined to be. The road ahead may seem long, and sometimes the weight of it all may feel unbearable. It's easy to question whether the effort is worth it, especially when the results aren't immediate. But let me remind you, the most meaningful transformations happen when you're patient with yourself. The people you look up to didn't get to where they are by quitting in the middle of their struggles. They didn't reach their goals by giving up when it got hard. They made it because they understood that progress doesn't always look like success in the moment. It often looks like struggle, like persistence, like showing up even when every part of you is telling you to stop. The beauty of this journey is that your success isn't defined by the setbacks you encounter along the way. It's defined by your ability to keep moving forward, even when you feel like you've hit a wall. And that's where true growth happens, when you refuse to let obstacles stop you, when you see them not as barriers, but as opportunities to become stronger, wiser, more resilient. Every moment of struggle is not a sign of failure. It's an invitation to push through, to grow beyond the limits you've placed on yourself. Each time you face a challenge, you have the chance to show yourself just how powerful you really are. It's easy to let fear of failure hold you back, but remember, failure is not the end. It's just a stepping stone. Every mistake, every misstep, every detour is part of the process that will ultimately lead you to the person you're meant to be. Without these challenges, there can be no true growth. So when you feel like quitting, when the weight of the journey feels too much to bear, remind yourself that the greatest growth often comes from the toughest moments. Don't turn away from the struggle. Lean into it. Welcome it as a part of the process. It's through those tough times that you will find your true strength. When you push yourself past the point where others might stop, you unlock new levels of resilience. It's time to stop running from the discomfort of growth. Stop avoiding the struggle. The more you embrace the challenges you face, the more you'll begin to see them for what they really are, opportunities to become the person you need to be. Every obstacle you face is sharpening you. Every difficult moment is forging your strength, your character, and your determination. The more you persist, the more you build the kind of inner strength that will carry you through any storm. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you rise. Each time you get back up, you grow. Each time you face the fear of failure and push through anyway, you evolve. The greatest success stories are not the ones of people who never stumbled, but of those who got back up every time they did. It's your persistence, your refusal to give up, that will determine your success, not the number of times you fail. The next time you feel overwhelmed, remember this: the road to your dreams isn't meant to be easy. If it were, it wouldn't be worth it. The struggle, the hard work, the persistence, that's what makes the destination so fulfilling. Embrace every challenge you face because they are the building blocks of the future you are creating. You are stronger than you realize, and every step you take is taking you closer to the person you were always meant to become. Keep going. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, and you're doing it by showing up every single day, even when it's hard. That's where the power lies. Keep moving forward. Every step counts. The truth is, you've been holding yourself back. Every time you doubt your worth, every time you let fear of failure take the wheel, you're choosing to stay small. You're choosing to play it safe instead of taking the risk to step into your true potential. But deep down, you know that there's more inside of you, more than you've allowed yourself to believe. There's greatness inside of you that's just waiting to be unleashed, but it can't come to life until you decide to stop holding yourself back. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, or the perfect plan. The time to act is now. It's easy to believe that the world will give you permission to chase your dreams, to take risks, to be bold. But the reality is, no one is going to hand you permission. You have to claim it for yourself. You have to stop waiting for the external circumstances to align and start taking the steps, no matter how imperfect they may be. Waiting for everything to be perfect is just another way of delaying your greatness. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time. There will always be obstacles. There will always be challenges. There will always be risks. But that doesn't mean you should stay stuck. The more you wait, the more you delay the very life you're capable of creating. It's time to trust that you have everything you need inside of you, the resources, the skills, the ability to learn and grow. They're already within you. You've just been afraid to tap into them. But fear is a liar. It's holding you back from the person you are meant to be. It tells you that you're not ready, that you're not good enough, that you'll fail. But the truth is, you were born for this. You were born to take risks. You were born to push past your fears. You were born to rise above the obstacles in your way and create something extraordinary. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to stop holding back. The only thing stopping you from stepping into your full potential is the fear of taking that first step. And once you take that step, you'll find that everything you thought was impossible is suddenly within reach. It's not about having everything figured out from the start. It's about having the courage to start, knowing that the path will reveal itself as you move forward. The journey won't always be easy, but every step will be worth it. And with every step you take, you'll feel more alive, more aligned with your purpose, and more connected to the person you're becoming. You don't have to wait for the world to give you permission. You don't need anyone else's approval. All you need is to believe in yourself and take that first step. You'll never know what you're truly capable of unless you try. You'll never know how far you can go unless you push yourself beyond the limits you've set. And trust me, there are no limits to what you can achieve when you decide to take action, no matter how small the first step may seem. It's time to let go of the fear that's been holding you back. It's time to stop waiting for the right moment and start creating that moment yourself. Your dreams are waiting for you, and they're not going to wait forever. The world needs what you have to offer. The person you are meant to become is already inside of you, just waiting to be unleashed. But none of it will happen if you keep holding yourself back. It's time to act. It's time to step into your greatness. It's time to believe in yourself, no matter how scary it may seem. The life you've always dreamed of is waiting for you, but it's up to you to take the first step. Don't hold back anymore. It's time to become the person you were always meant to be. The truth is, you've been settling for less than you deserve. You've been dimming your own light, staying in your comfort zone, thinking that the risks aren't worth it. But deep down, you know that comfort isn't where greatness lies. You can't grow if you're not willing to step into the unknown. Comfort is a trap. And every time you choose it over progress, you're choosing to stay exactly where you are, stuck in the same cycle of what if and maybe one day. But that one day will never come unless you decide to make today the day you take a leap. You were not made to play small. You were made to push boundaries, to break through the limits you've set for yourself. The fear you feel is a signal that you're on the verge of something powerful. The moment you start feeling uncomfortable is the moment you start to grow. It's in that discomfort where your true strength is forged. You'll never realize what you're capable of if you don't push past the fear that's been holding you back. Every time you choose comfort, you rob yourself of the chance to discover the full extent of your potential. And the worst part is you won't even know what you've missed until it's too late, but it's not too late. It's never too late. The moment you decide to step out of that comfort zone is the moment your life begins to shift. It's the moment the doors to your dreams open wide and you realize that everything you've ever wanted is within your reach. But first, you have to let go of illusion of safety. You have to let go of the belief that staying where you are is easier than pushing through the discomfort. The truth is, staying stagnant is the most dangerous choice you can make. It's the choice that keeps you locked in a cycle of what could have been, of regret, of wondering why you didn't take that chance when you had the chance. Fear will always be there. It's not something you can avoid, but you can choose how you respond to it. You can choose to let it control you, or you can choose to rise above it. Every time you feel that fear, remember that it's simply a sign that you're on the verge of something incredible. It's the catalyst for change. The discomfort you feel when you push beyond your limits is the feeling of your growth. It's the sensation of becoming more, of stepping into the person you were always meant to be. The only way to move forward is to make the decision to take that first step. The longer you wait, the longer you delay the life that's waiting for you. You have everything inside of you to create the life you've dreamed of, but it's not going to happen if you keep playing it safe. Every time you hesitate, every time you let fear make the decisions, you're delaying your own potential. Don't let that happen anymore. You owe it to yourself to take that leap, to face the fear head on and watch it disappear as you rise above it. There's no secret formula to success. The only secret is action. The only way to achieve your dreams is to start moving toward them, even when you don't have all the answers, even when the path ahead is unclear. The moment you stop waiting for everything to align perfectly is the moment everything starts to fall into place. The world is waiting for you to step up, to show up, to become the person you were meant to be. You have what it takes. You always have. But now it's time to take action, to stop holding back, to stop playing small, and to step into the life that's waiting for you. This is your moment. Don't let it slip away. Take the leap. Embrace the discomfort. Step into the unknown because that's where your true power lies. The life you want is on the other side of fear, and you have everything it takes to get there. Every moment you spend doubting yourself is a moment you could be building the future you've always wanted. The truth is you have everything inside you right now to achieve greatness. But for too long, you've been holding yourself back, waiting for the perfect moment for the world to tell you that it's your time. But let me tell you something, you're waiting for permission that doesn't exist. You have the power to claim your dreams right now. There's no need to wait for the stars to align or for everything to feel perfect. You already have everything you need to start today. You're not behind. You're not too late. You're exactly where you need to be every second you spend. Hesitating is just another second you could be moving forward. Stop looking at where you think you should be and start focusing on where you are right now. Right now is where the change begins. The path you've been waiting for has already started. The only thing standing between you and your dream is the decision to act, to believe in yourself and your ability to create your own success. You've been afraid of failing, but what you've really been afraid of is succeeding. Because deep down, you know that success will demand more of you. It will demand your courage, your consistency, your willingness to step into the unknown. It will demand that you push past your comfort zones and face your deepest fears. And that's exactly why you've hesitated. Because success requires that you let go of the safety net, that you trust in yourself more than you trust in the world around you. But you'll never know what you're truly capable of unless you take that leap. Fear doesn't disappear the moment you step into the unknown. In fact, it might grow louder, but you will grow stronger. Every challenge you face will build your resilience. Every fear you overcome will make you more unstoppable. The discomfort you feel today is temporary, but the strength you build from it will last forever. You will look back one day and realize that every fear, every doubt, every moment of uncertainty was just a stepping stone on the path to the life you always wanted. Imagine a life where you're no longer waiting for the right moment. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you're creating the future you desire, that you're not just dreaming, but doing. That life isn't out of reach, it's already within you. The person you need to become to achieve your dreams is already here, waiting to be unleashed. It's not about changing who you are. It's about stepping into the full power of who you've always been. You have all the qualities you need: courage, strength, resilience, and determination. It's time to start using them. Right now, the world is waiting for you to step into your purpose. The people who need to hear your message, the opportunities that are waiting to be seized, the life that's waiting to unfold, all of that is just one step away. But that step can only happen when you stop waiting for permission, when you stop doubting yourself, when you stop holding back. The truth is, you are capable of far more than you realize. And the world needs you to step up and claim what's rightfully yours. It's time to stop letting fear make the decisions. It's time to stop hiding from your potential. The greatest mistake you can make is not trying at all, is not pushing past the fear and uncertainty, is not showing the world who you truly are. You are powerful beyond measure. And it's time to start believing that, to start living like it. The future is in your hands, and the moment to take control of it is now. No more waiting, no more hesitating, no more wondering if you're good enough. You are. You always have been. The time to act is now. And with every step you take forward, you will discover that the future you've always dreamed of is closer than you think. You are capable, you are worthy, and you are ready. The world is waiting for you to claim your greatness. It's time to show up and take it. Every step you take toward your dreams matters, even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. You've been pushing and pushing, and maybe you feel like the progress is slow or worse, non-existent. But let me remind you, growth isn't always visible right away. The seeds you plant today might not sprout tomorrow, but they are growing deep in the soil even when you can't see it. The effort you're putting now is not wasted. It is building the foundation for everything that's about to come. Every ounce of energy you've invested in your growth, in your dreams, is making you stronger, smarter, and more capable, even when it doesn't feel like it. The problem is, we live in a world that's obsessed with instant gratification. We've been taught to expect quick results, fast rewards, and immediate proof that our efforts are paying off. But real success doesn't work that way. Real success is built over time. It's built on the days when you feel like nothing is happening, when you're exhausted, when you question whether it's all worth it. That's when the true work is happening. That's when you're building something that will last, something that will stand the test of time. You can't rush growth. You can't force it. But what you can do is stay consistent, stay committed, and keep moving forward even when you don't see the results right away. Trust that the work you're putting in is leading you somewhere. Even on the days when you're tired, when you feel like giving up, remind yourself that you're not wasting your time. Every small action, every little step is taking you closer to the person you are becoming. And one day, you will look back and see how far you've come, how much you've transformed, how much you've grown. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about learning to embrace it, to see it as a stepping stone rather than a setback. Failure is the evidence that you're pushing beyond your comfort zone. It's the signal that you're stretching your limits, that you're testing your boundaries, and that you're on the path to something bigger. The people who succeed are the ones who are willing to fail, who are willing to learn from their mistakes, and who are willing to get back up and try again. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. If you're not facing challenges, you're not growing. So when things get tough, when it feels like nothing is happening, don't quit. Don't walk away. Because it's in those moments when you're at your lowest that the greatest breakthroughs happen. It's when you're on the edge, ready to give up, that the most powerful transformation occurs. When you push through that last bit of resistance, you break free from the limitations that have been holding you back. You become someone new, someone stronger, someone more resilient. It's easy to feel discouraged when things aren't moving as fast as you want them to, but remember that every journey has its own pace. Just because you don't see immediate results doesn't mean you're failing. It simply means you're in the process. The world isn't built in a day, and neither are your dreams. They take time, they take effort, they take patience. And every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. Every time you show up, you're one step closer to the person you want to become, one step closer to the life you want to create. So stop measuring your success by the speed at which you move. Measure it by your persistence. Measure it by your courage. to keep going even when the road feels endless. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Every moment of struggle, every bit of hard work is preparing you for the success that's coming. Stay committed to the process. Keep pushing forward. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. And when it comes, you'll realize that every step of the journey, no matter how difficult, was worth it. There's a voice inside of you, a quiet whisper that's been urging you forward, even when you've doubted yourself. It's the voice that believes in you when the world doesn't. It's the part of you that knows your potential, even when fear tries to drown it out. But here's the thing, too often, we choose to listen to the louder negative voices in our minds, the ones that tell us we can't, we're not enough, or that we're too far behind. These voices aren't the truth. They're the result of years of conditioning, of hearing what other people think about us, of internalizing every failure and every mistake as proof that we're not good enough. But none of that is the truth. The truth is, you are capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. Every dream you have, every desire to improve, to grow, to step into your purpose, it's all within your reach. But to get there, you have to trust that voice. You have to silence the doubts, the fears, and the negativity that try to keep you small. You have to believe that you deserve everything you've ever dreamed of. The world is waiting for you to show up, and it's not waiting for the perfect version of you. It's waiting for the real you, the one who's willing to fight through the fear, the doubt, and the discomfort to become the person you were always meant to be. Your dreams are not too big. Your goals are not too far out of reach. You've been given everything you need to succeed. All that's required is the courage to take action. The fear you feel is real, yes, but it's also an illusion. It's a product of the stories you've been telling yourself about what's possible and what's not. And those stories, they can change. You have the power to rewrite your narrative, to shift the beliefs that are holding you back and replace them with the truth that you are worthy, that you are capable, and that you are unstoppable when you decide to take action. But here's the thing, you will never know how strong you are until you challenge yourself. You will never know what you're truly capable of until you push beyond your limits. The person you're becoming is not the person who plays it safe. The person you're becoming is the one who takes risks, who faces failure head on, and who learns, grows, and becomes stronger because of it. The fear is never going to fully go away, but it will lose its power when you stop letting it dictate your choices. Every time you choose to act in spite of the fear, you diminish its hold on you. And with every step you take, you grow more confident in your ability to navigate the challenges that lie ahead. You are not meant to sit on the sidelines of your own life, watching others chase their dreams while you settle for less. You are meant to be the one who takes charge of your destiny, who steps into your power, and who creates the life you've always dreamed of. But this requires action. It requires commitment. It requires a willingness to face the discomfort of growth and push through it. The life you're capable of living will not come to you by accident. It will come through deliberate, focused action. So stop doubting yourself. Stop waiting for someone else to tell you that you're ready. You are ready. You have always been ready. The only thing left to do is take the first step and then the next and the next. Don't let fear keep you stuck. Don't let the opinions of others make you question your worth. You are capable of more than you know, and now is the time to start proving it to yourself. The world is waiting for you to rise, to step into your power, and to show what you're truly made of. Every action you take from this moment forward is a step closer to the life you deserve. Don't hold back any longer. Believe in yourself, trust in your abilities, and know that you have everything you need to turn your dreams into reality. This is your time. This is your moment. And it all starts with the decision to take action. The truth is, you have more strength within you than you've given yourself credit for. Every time you faced adversity, you've made it through. Every time you've been knocked down, you've risen. And yet, somewhere along the way, you may have forgotten just how resilient you truly are. Life will keep throwing challenges your way. It's inevitable. But what's equally inevitable is your ability to overcome them. Not because you're invincible, but because you have something far more powerful than invincibility. You have the determination to keep going no matter what. That's what will carry you through it. Doesn't matter how many times you failed in the past. What matters is that you're still here. You're still standing. You're still breathing, still moving, still dreaming. Each new day is another chance to prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you think. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be persistent. The road ahead may not always be smooth, But every step you take is a victory. Every time you choose to push forward, you strengthen the foundation of your future. And with every struggle, you build a resilience that will make you unstoppable. When you think about your future, are you seeing obstacles or opportunities? Too many people let fear shape the way they see the world. They see a mountain in front of them and convince themselves it's too high to climb. But in reality, every mountain you face is just another opportunity to prove how strong you really are. The higher the mountain, the more rewarding the view from the top. You are capable of climbing every mountain in your way, but only if you stop seeing them as walls and start seeing them as challenges to conquer. You can't be afraid of the work it takes. It's not about avoiding difficulty, it's about embracing it as part of the journey. You are not defined by your circumstances. You are not defined by what you've been through or by what others have said about you. You are defined by the choices you make right now, by the decision to keep going, even when it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. You are defined by your persistence, your belief in yourself, and your refusal to give up. This is what sets you apart from the rest of the world. It's easy to quit, easy to give in to the voice that tells you it's too hard, too much. But true strength lies in the moments when you choose to keep fighting, to keep moving forward, even when the world seems to be telling you no. This is your chance to show the world what you're made of. The person you are today does not define the person you will be tomorrow. You are constantly evolving, constantly growing, constantly becoming the best version of yourself. Every setback, every challenge is shaping you into someone stronger, someone more capable. The future you're striving for is not some far-off dream. It's already here waiting for you to step into it, but you can't get there by standing still. You can't get there by waiting for things to magically fall into place. The only way to move forward is to take action. The only way to unlock your potential is to move through the fear, the doubt, the uncertainty, and step into the life you were always meant to live. So stop holding back. Stop letting fear dictate your actions. You have everything within you to rise above any obstacle, to overcome any challenge. You are capable of greatness, of achieving things that others might say are impossible. And the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to act, to move forward with the confidence that no matter how hard it gets, you have what it takes to succeed. Your future is waiting for you to claim it. It's time to stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start believing in what will go right. You are stronger than you know, braver than you feel, and more capable than you could ever imagine. The power to change your life is in your hands right now. What you do next will determine your future. The time to act is now. Take that step. Believe in yourself. Your future self is counting on you. There's a moment in every journey when you face the harshest of truths, when you realize that you are the only one who can truly change your life. No one else can do it for you. No one else can walk the path you're meant to walk. And no one else can carry the burden of your dreams but you. The truth is, the responsibility to live the life you want lies entirely in your hands. Every decision, every step, every challenge you face is yours to navigate. You've been given everything you need to transform your world, but it requires you to take full ownership of that power. Too many people wait for the perfect time to begin. They wait for the stars to align, for the conditions to be just right, for someone to give them permission to start. But the perfect time never comes. The stars don't align until you make the decision to act. Nothing will change if you don't decide to take that first step. The reality is you're never going to feel completely ready. You're never going to have everything figured out. But that's where the magic happens. When you decide to take imperfect action. When you step into the unknown and trust that you have everything you need within you to figure it out along the way. The road ahead won't always be easy. There will be days when you question everything, when the weight of your dreams feels unbearable, when the world around you seems indifferent. But remember this, those moments don't define you. They are merely passing clouds in a sky full of possibilities. You are not defined by the difficulties you face. You are defined by your ability to keep going, to keep pushing through, no matter how hard it gets. You are defined by your resilience, your refusal to quit, your ability to rise stronger after every fall. No matter what happens, you have the power to control your response. You can choose how you face adversity. You can choose whether you let the setbacks define you or whether you use them as stepping stones to propel you forward. You can choose to keep going even when it feels like everything is working against you. The moment you make that choice, everything changes. You stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the hero of your own story. Think about where you are right now and ask yourself, am I where I want to be? If the answer is no, don't despair. Use that as fuel. Let that discomfort drive you forward. Let the longing for change ignite a fire within you. This dissatisfaction, this hunger for something more is the sign that you are meant for more. Don't ignore it. Don't push it aside. Use it as the catalyst for action. Every desire you have, every dream you chase is the universe calling you to become more than you are today. It's pushing you to rise higher, to stretch further, to break free from the limitations that have held you back for so long. But change doesn't happen by wishing for it. It happens by committing to it. It happens when you show up every day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're unsure. Change is built in the moments when you push through resistance, when you refuse to back down, when you keep taking action despite the fear. Those small decisions, those moments of determination are the ones that will transform your life. They add up. They build momentum. And before you know it, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. It's time to stop waiting for the right moment and start creating the moment. It's time to stop hoping for change and start making it happen. The world is not going to change for you. You have to change it. You have to show up for yourself. You have to be relentless in your pursuit of the life you want. And when you do, you'll discover that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. You are stronger than you know, braver than you feel, and more powerful than you've ever allowed yourself to believe. The life you're waiting for is already within you. All it takes is the courage to claim it. Right now, in this very moment, you are standing at the threshold of something powerful. The past may have been full of struggles, mistakes, and moments of doubt, but the future is full of endless possibilities. It's full of opportunities waiting for you to take them. But in order to step into that future, you must be willing to leave behind everything that no longer serves you. The doubt, the fear, the limiting beliefs. You cannot carry the weight of your past into the future and expect to move forward. The only way to go is forward, and the only thing you need to leave behind is the version of yourself that is afraid to move. Every step you take forward, no matter how small, is a step toward the person you are becoming. But that requires courage. It requires vulnerability. It requires the ability to stand in the face of uncertainty and choose to move anyway. If you're waiting for all the signs to align perfectly, for the road to be smooth and clear, you'll be waiting forever. Life doesn't wait for perfection. Life moves in unpredictable ways, and it's up to you to meet it with courage, resilience, and unwavering belief in yourself. Don't let your past mistakes define you. Don't let the fear of what went wrong yesterday stop you from moving toward what can go right tomorrow. Each day is a fresh start, a new opportunity to create the life you want. The person you were yesterday does not have to be the person you are today. Every choice you make, every action you take is shaping the person you will become. And it's in these choices, in these moments of decision, that your power lies. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are constantly evolving, constantly learning, constantly growing. You have everything inside of you to create the life you've always dreamed of. But that starts with believing that you deserve it. The doubts, the insecurities, the fears, they are all just thoughts. They don't define you. You get to choose what defines you. You get to decide what your story will be. And you have the power to rewrite it at any moment. The key is to stop waiting for someone else to give you permission to be great. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need to wait for the right time. You need to make the decision to be great now. The discomfort you feel when you take a leap of faith, when you challenge yourself to grow, this is what will forge you into the person you need to be. You are building something bigger than just success. You're building a life that reflects your worth, your courage, and your ability to persevere. The life you want won't come from waiting. It will come from action. It will come from the decision to step into your power, to take control of your future, and to never back down in the face of adversity. You are the only one standing between you and your dreams. Every time you hesitate, every time you let fear hold you back, you are choosing to stay where you are. But when you decide to act, to move forward despite the uncertainty, you will start to see the world unfold before you in ways you never imagined. And you'll begin to realize that you were never meant to play small. You were meant to stand tall. You were meant to take up space. You were meant to shine. So stop doubting yourself. Stop questioning your worth. You have everything you need to create the life you desire. All it takes is the willingness to believe in yourself, the courage to act in the face of fear, and the determination to keep moving forward no matter what. The time is now. Your future is waiting for you to step into it. The hardest part of the journey is not where you are now. It's where you choose to go from here. Every step you take from this moment forward is a decision, a conscious choice to move closer to the life you want to live. And it's not going to be easy. There will be days when you feel like giving up, when the weight of the world feels too heavy, when everything seems impossible. But that's the point. That's when you're growing. That's when you're breaking through. The most powerful transformations happen when you push past the limits you once thought were insurmountable. Right now, you're on the edge of something extraordinary, but only if you take that first step. The path won't always be clear. The answers won't always come easily, but the strength to continue will always be within you. All the fear, all the doubt, all the uncertainty, it's just noise. It's the voice of your old self trying to keep you small, to keep you stuck. But the real you, the person you were always meant to be, is calling you to rise, to push through that fear, to push through that discomfort, and to step into the power you've been holding inside for so long. You don't need anyone's permission to live your dream. You don't need anyone to approve of your vision for the future. The world will try to tell you that you're not ready, that you're not capable, that you don't have what it takes. But the only voice that matters is your own. You have been given everything you need to succeed. The ability to rise, to adapt, to grow, it's all inside of you. And the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the willingness to trust yourself and take the first step. You are not defined by your failures, by your past mistakes, or by the people who doubted you. You are defined by your determination, your resilience, and your ability to keep moving forward.